Hola amigos! Welcome back to Eating with Andy. On this episode, I'm going to show you how to make Crema Volteada, which literally means upside down cream. It's basically a Peruvian creme caramel. It's very similar to my tocino del cielo recipe, but with a different texture because we're going to be using evaporated milk, which makes it extra smooth on the palate, and we're not using any coconut. Remember, I've got all the ingredients and now the method in the description below. So, let's get started. Preheat your oven to 150 degrees Celsius, fan forced, and we're gonna start by making our caramel. Place the sugar and water in a saucepan. It doesn't matter if it's white or caster sugar because we'll be melting it. Bring it to a boil and don't be tempted to stir because if you do, it will crystallize. Boil until it turns a golden deep caramel color, or if you want to be precise, until it reaches 170 degrees Celsius in a candy thermometer. Keep a close eye because it can turn from a deep golden color to smoking black in an instant. Pour your caramel over a bundt caking pan, which is the traditional way of serving it, but you can use a bread, square, or even circle pan. Using oven mitts, swirl the caramel until coating all the bottom and the sides. Let it cool down for around 10 minutes. While that cools down, place your eggs in a bowl and break them up gently with a whisk. Add the evaporated and condensed milks and the vanilla extract. Mix gently to prevent air bubbles from forming. We're going to pass this through a sieve so we get rid of any egg bits. Now pour into your pan. We will be baking this in a bain-marie, which means water bath. It's used when you want to evenly cook something gradually and gently. Place a tea towel in the base of a deep baking dish. We do this so there is no direct metal contact. Pour some water so it comes a few centimeters above the pan. We're gonna bake this for an hour and a half, but every oven is different, so I would check it within an hour to see how it's going. This is how you know it's right. It has to wobble when the pan is jiggled and have no liquidy sections. And when you insert a cake tester or a bamboo skewer in the center, it comes out nice and clean. Let it cool down for 30 minutes before placing it into the fridge to set completely. Cool it for at least 2 hours or overnight. Our crema volteada has been in the fridge overnight. It's time to unmold it. We're gonna place some boiling water in a large baking dish. Place your pan in for a couple of minutes so the caramel loosens up. Run a sharp knife along the edges. You don't have to go all the way in, just around the top to kind of break the seal. Turn it over into a deep plate to catch all that caramel. Ooh, there we go. This is usually eaten on its own, but I like to serve it with some strawberries and blueberries or any type of berries. I think they complement it very well. Oh, that texture is fantastic. It's so smooth and creamy, almost silky. The custard itself isn't too sweet, but together with that beautiful caramel, it's the perfect amount of sweetness. Oh, it's so decadent. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and let me know in the comments below if you liked this recipe and what other things you would like me to make. See you next week. Adios, amigos.